Hello ladies and gentlemen, you're now watching Rails&Games playing City Skylines, and last time we talked about buses and buses and my new ideas, and these ideas will be presented in this episode. But what I see at the moment is that we have a lot of traffic in here. What's that all about? What's this all about? Or is the buses that is blocking the traffic? Well, too bad. But in the meantime, we are going to check. We have some problems here. It's with electricity. And we have quite high electricity consumption. So we're going to place out another coal power plant. That's a bit too close to the offices. I'm going to put the coal power plant here then. Yeah, I think so. There. That's alright. And now we have a big demand for offices and industry. But I thought, when we got these cool new features, which you will see later on, I got a DLC. So I am going to use some features from that DLC, and I'm going to show you that, and it basically allows me to. A hint is that it will basically allow me to build more industrial without bothering about traffic. However, I need to build more industrial, and it will cause more traffic if I build industrial, But the other type of traffic will decrease as I'm using this feature, which is in that DLC. So you'll see what I'm doing now. It's good to place an industrial estate close to the highway, so we'll do that. I'm gonna put it here. So we'll make a roundabout, or as they say in Norway, rundkjøringer. So we're doing it here then. Ja, som man sier på norsk. A flott rundkjøring skal det bli. What did you think about my Norwegian? If there's any Norwegian people watching this, it would be cool to see like. Do you want to have more in speak? No. Rails&Games speaking Norwegian. Because I'm quite okay at it. I've been there quite a few times, but maybe I'm not the best person, so to speak. Well, what's she doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Place your bodily roundabout. You're just going squares and what are you doing? Hey, what's going on, eh? It becomes a bit weird. There's some weird angles, but what does that do? We don't bother too much. This is the weirdest fucking roundabout I've ever seen. Hey, that's straight. Cool. Now we've got a roundabout. It looks a bit weird though, but I bet you it's alright. You like watching me doing these roundabouts, yeah? And you know what? I'm going to be a bit intelligent here. So what I do is that. Yeah, this made me think. Okay. I want to have a dive over, dive under thingy, but you know what? We are going to build an off ramp. But no, it defeats its purpose. Because, this is what we're going to do. You think I'm slow? No, I'm not. Straight, mine. And you're like, you're doing it wrong. Why having a little inky road for industrial estate? Well, because it's in the beginning it won't be very big, and you're like, you're short-sighted, aren't you? You're like, oh, it's going to be a small estate. We'll see that. But it would be nice if we can grow it. So then we get a on-ramp and off-ramp, and then we want to connect this roundabout from So how do we do that? Well, we do it like that. Shit. And then we do page. Now you know what we do. We want to be a bit intelligent here. We don't want to call. Oh fuck! We need to deactivate. I think this is what you call road guidelines. Yeah. Okay, great. Reactivate it. So what you do here is that we put it there, and then we take this one back. And no, that's wrong there. They. Hopefully, don't. No. Hey, what's happening? What's happening? Hey, what am I doing wrong here? You know what? I know. This is look too disgusting. Gentle. No, it doesn't really want to cooperate with me today. Or it's me. I think it's me that you're like, oh, you can do that. Yeah, finally got something. And you're like, why are you doing it a bit tricky for yourself? Well, there's an idea with this design, is that it will discourage unnecessary usage of motor cars. But the only way to get there at the moment is like by motor car, so it will be. It's a bit tricky. And this place is just a bunch of the roads. Oh shit! Those three lanes that merges into two. We'll see. That will be maybe a bit of a chaos point at some point. But right now I'm just babbling a lot, and we need to build. We need to be serious here. Yeah, let's build this shit. You know, my experience is it's good to leave a bit of space in between the blocks sometimes. Maybe every third block or maybe every second block, because you need to fit in things. You need to plan for the future, basically. So you need to fit in things that you maybe need to fit in there, but you can still build quite compact. You can overdo it by skipping this one here and just making these, but then you just sort of it's not an effective usage of space, but still leaving this little plot, you know, you can make it good. And sometimes you maybe don't want to have an effective usage of the space, because you want to make an airy suburb, for instance. You don't want to make these tight ones, you know. Cool, you know. And then just add these pipes in, like the old-fashioned way. And you may be seeing a few things, you know, because that's I've got some DLCs. I got 2 actually, and you can guess what DLCs they are. You will probably know that quite fast. So that's how it is, and let's connect it to the rest of the network. Straight, like there. It's not really straight on there, but nearly straight. And they want a little store, don't they? Yeah. So a bus stop will maybe be you can't have that much. Let me think where the bus will go. There, and then probably let it go there. We'll see what happens. And then we're just going to bunch down a lot of industrial buildings here. You know, because I feel like maybe I said in some other episode, like, oh, well, you know, no, you're not going to build any industrial, you don't like industrial. Yes, I said that, but you know, I don't really want to hold tightly to that, because I want to try something else this time. than my usual practice with these cities. I want to have like quite a bit of it. Yeah, so you can basically say that I changed my mind, but well, isn't that allowed? Yes, it is. It's allowed. So how's the traffic going? It's not too bad, but it was a bit of a thing that 2 bus routes shared the same stop, and I think we can change that. If I bus and taxi. Not that route, but this route. And then we follow the line. No! You know, it's easy to fix this. You just repaint the line. So, for instance, this route will just be painted in the colour. Because then it's easier to take the correct one. No! Okay. We'll do it this way. As though it solves such a problem. Because now we can still maintain those bus routes that we have, even though that is a short-term measure. So how's it going? Of course, we forgot to connect it with the rest of the power grid. So here you go, and actually we need to connect it with the rest of the. Okay. Yeah, we need to connect it with the rest of the city. So my suggestion is that we connect it with a normal pedestrian path and another new type of path that has been released, and it is called a bike path. And what it does is that what it does is that what's happening here? Is anyone? Yeah, okay. What it does is that it allows people that cycle to cycle double as fast as they would normally do on a shared use path, as these pedestrian paths function as. So there we go, the motorway, the freeway, or whatever you call it, if you're in the US or the British Isles. So we add, and let's join it here. So for the local network we'll have shared use paths, but for the what I would say is the road guidelines doesn't really help. What I would say is the local network, we are going to have shared use paths. Okay, you see, it's a cool path, and it's very cool and very handy. Hopefully people will start cycling if they don't do that already. No. Oh, great. And then there we go. They're not already parallel with each other, and so this one will go down a bit earlier, and you'll see the reason why. We are going to would you making it curvy? There we go. It's going to be connected with the rest of. We are going to start a new project, which basically, okay, it will end up there. But we have an idea, as you can see. We have started just building a little path there to show that, yeah, the coast path we can call it. So, do we already see people cycling? Do we? Or are they walking? Looks like they're walking. Oh, there's someone on a bicycle. Cool. It's Edward Scott. He's going to Media Centre. So he's going to some. Yeah, he's going there. Cool. And as you see, there's good axes, and they're wanting employees. And there's a prison. Prison is a correctional facility, and you know what? We can have prison, but you know, prison shouldn't be in a prison. A prison should be in a sort of a quite nice environment, you know, not these not just in a, like, you know, it can be, yeah. It's gonna be there of a local prison. Oh, it's Slipe 2. It's alright. Oh, it's be there then. So now a prison as well, and we have the first psychopath. Doesn't seem to be used too much. Hopefully we'll see the first users use it. You know, it's bad if it's not being used, but I know that it will be used soon, so don't worry. And yes, we will fix things. Oh shit, what is happening? So hopefully, I don't like that I see it looks like it ends and then it doesn't, because people are going over it, you know. But we'll see how well it functions. No, I thought about I was thinking about the buses in the last episode, and you remember that I said it's maybe not optional, it's maybe not like the best system that we have, because we basically have, I'm going to show you, okay, this bit in my face. Where does it fit on the screen? Well, there maybe. You see we have bus line number 1, and I would say the bus line number 1, it goes from there to there. I think that what I need to take in mind for such a route is that it needs to be in a place where, firstly, it needs to serve the metro. It needs to feed people to the metro, so people don't feel, okay, this bus route goes to, for instance, the industrial estate where I work. Now I'm speaking from like a minion peeps or point of view. Like, I want to go to work fast as possible. How? Well, travelling on a bus all the way to work, maybe not the fastest, because you can sort of get stuck in traffic and such. But you want to still have a route. Some people prefer not changing, so you still want to cater them. So this route will go like this section. That's alright. You don't want a too long route. It will terminate there, where it does today. But I thought Wallington North Station, Wallington South. We could have a bus stop here to sort of, it won't really cater properly for this area. So what will happen is actually this stop will be removed, and we'll have all traffic going via that way. And as you see in this game, the place that really suffers from from not having good transport connections is Regent's Village. So Regent's Village will get improved transport connections. So what we're going to do, we're going to start to actually remove some stops on this route that we consider we don't want to have them, and that is that stop as well. Oh, went actually shorter than I thought. Okay. Okay. Then we do it this way. This bus should go there. There. Then it should continue going somewhere. Okay, it serves that stop. but you don't want to interfere with the other routes. There. So it goes there. Then we stretch it out a bit, and it calls there. There. This bus, yeah, it's alright. Then it's going to be calling there. No. Call there, okay, great. We want to connect to Region, okay, so the next stop will be there. I think this will be a very good. So basically, we. No. No, not new bus route. But you know what? We're going to remove that route because we don't. It's actually the latest route that we built. It has the most passengers, but we're going to remove it. People will be pissed off, but you know, they'll get a better public transport network. Okay, so you're so boring. I don't want to listen to you. But you know, okay, we're gonna bus. No, okay. Yeah, so it works like a circular route here. That's alright. So now that one's actually been fixed. Now we have we have that circular route, which will need to be removed as well. Yeah, it's that one. I think we're going to remove these two. You're really pissed off now, eh? But it's necessary for us to make up what is the best bus route. So we're going to add another one. So what we need to do is we need to cater for along this stretch of road. Okay, yeah, something else. Okay, so makes a bit of a thinker here. People are wanting electricity. Let's give them that. But there's an ever-increasing cost. There's even more all the time. People get pissed off me using that sort of. Consumes a lot of coal having all these small ones. Well, okay, where was I? Yeah, I talked about that this corridor needs to be fed with bus traffic, and these need a bit of bus traffic. So, and these actually, so maybe, yeah, this doesn't really help. Well, we can let the bus route terminate here. It could be a smart idea. So the bus starts there. It then goes along this street, but actually it goes along the other street. But that one's not meant for that sort of traffic. Now you know what we do. We're smart. We're doing like that. So maybe it's not very smart of me. Know what you're doing. Oh, it's a bus stop there, isn't it? You know, this will be a bit of a critical point. That will be a bit of a critical point. Yeah. So usually it's good to place the bus stops so that they don't block for each other, so to speak. Because if you have heavy traffic on two routes that uses the same bus stop for every stop, it will be a bit of a queue behind it, and you don't want that. So You're like, you're bubbling. You're talking about this all the time, eh? Yeah, I'm doing that. Hopefully these new bus routes will be well used, and catering for the needs of those, and yeah, and catering for people's needs. So that's quite, doesn't have as many bus stops as the other route has, and maybe we can add another one. So yeah, that was a bit of a tricky one. It will cross its own route when it does this. So my idea is actually that it will we'll stop there, then go there, and then there, but no, we'll go there, then there. Yeah. Sort of, yeah, no, it's alright that way. So now we got that fixed. But then we have the third route that will cater for all this. And then it's the question, should we take this route up here, or the closer one? These ones does not really have a good connection with something else, which is a bit. If there was a metro stop here, it'd be all right. But this makes me think a bit. Should the bus go here, or should it go up here? But I think that it can actually be better if it goes down here, as long as you connect it well with paths. So I think we'll do that, and this route will originate in the Mulberry Park estate, and it will go via this area, via that road, to made me thinker, and then it goes express. No, we should go here. I didn't really think about that. Alright, so it goes sort of fast route then. But then it really changes function. Yeah, it does, of course it does. Or we do it like this. It circulates this block. No, I'm only thinking. No, we're going to do it like this. This bus route, it's going to go 3, 2, 1, blocky, blocky, blocky. It's going to go here. We're going to make something really cool. We're going to make a little slip road here, from where we build a bus stop. You know, we'll use these sort of highway thingies, but there's a forest there, you know. Yeah. The idea with this, as you might see, is that we and then we get a good termini for the bus, but we're going to change it to a bus lane. Two-way one, I think one-way one. There we go, and we'll get the bus stop there. What a brilliant idea in there. We'll have to connect that via a path, but at the moment it's alright. I think we'll put the bus stop there, but actually, yeah, it's alright. We'll be a bit mess with all the buses there. Let's put the first stop there, then stop roughly midway, stop there, stop there. Jakes. Stop there, stop there, stop there, and there. Then it goes there, there, there. You like watching this? That'll be quite good route. Nice, good passenger route. Okay. So we'll see how traffic flows. If we have a practical problem with the flow of traffic, we can look it over and see how we can solve it. Yeah. So this roundabout looks alright. This industrial estate, it needs public transport, doesn't it? It depends on how many private cars there are. If there are plenty of private cars, then we need to fix that. How's the traffic here? It goes in here and it works alright, but it's quite busy. And you see a lot of private cars here, which means maybe the bicycle path does not work as it should. Hey, you know, he or she is choosing the pedestrian path than the bike path. There could be a connection that isn't really there that should be there, and like they're just not using the bike path for some reason. Oh, there's coming someone from the tunnel. Oh, it seems to go right. But a bus route anyhow, or maybe a new metro station. It's a bit of a tricky thing. But that there's queues already. What are these queues all about? Oh, there's a bus and I want to make a stop. I want to make a stop. And that's the queue all about. That's why there's a queue. And yeah, this traffic is going to become quite serious. Or is it just someone crossing the street? It could be that simple as well. Or is it the left turns that just creates a lot of traffic? No, it's the bus stop. And this is how I solve these things. Oh shit. Okay, we're going to relocate. No. Here you'll be relocated in the. These will be relocated. People will become unemployed as their jobs disappear. But that's too bad. They have to live with that for the moment. At the moment, just widening the road. There's a bus stop there. Yeah, we'll see if that works. And we don't want to have a bus specific one. We have a normal one. And as it's an industrial estate, it's enough with grass. The trees will just look ugly. They will look all brown. You don't want that. There we go. Reinstate these industrial zones. Just make a good big swipe over them. Oh, what's that? What was that? What was that? Interesting, there's like some sort of path. What the heck? Traffic flow's alright. Going out of the city. Wait. It's alright. So, we've got a nice prison here. They haven't even gotten electricity. They haven't even gotten power. They need both of them, of course, you know. You can't live without electricity nor water. And we have a lot of queues. No surprise, no surprise. Where are these where are those people coming from? They're coming from outside the city. Is it more? I think it is. Yeah, you know. It could be if there's a lot of trucks and things, and oh. They all of them want to go. All of them want to go left, want to go left and then they want to go right. Oh, that's obvious. Okay. Yeah, we'll see how we're going to solve that traffic issue in the next episode. And the thing I've been talking about in this episode that you're like, oh, what are you talking about, mate? Well, it's the bicycle paths, and they're really good to fix traffic problems. And you can fix them if you connect all the areas properly. Then you can fix quite many traffic problems just by the use of bike paths. And we'll also overlook how the new bus routes go and if they're popular or not. So we'll check that out in the next episode. And thanks for watching, and do not forget to press the like button and the subscribe button before you leave. And also, why not check out my Patreon channel. Goodbye and see you next time.